Welcome back to Witcher 3. So in the last episode, we did some stuff. We finally went and advanced the story only a little bit, a lot less than I planned to. But we went and talked to Regis, who told us about a way to be able to track Durloff. And we need an ingredient, which involves the salivary gland of the spotted white. So we're going to have to go do that at some point. We also obviously got the Ursine gear to Grandmaster and unlocked new skill tree, which is very, very awesome. I would love to get all of these, assuming I don't have to equip them manually. I actually don't know if I do because I have no points. That was weird. It was really loud. But I do have a potion of clearance, about 2 of them. No, it's under potion at the bottom. Consume. Okay. And we're going to rebuild this a little bit. There are stuff I do need, but I bought a lot of pointless things just being like, I got extra points. So we're going to have a little extra in the end. I do want to keep muscle memory. I want to keep whirl and crippling strikes. So I'm going to have to work up to those regardless. But I don't need everything. So give me a minute. I'm going to redistribute these and then we're going to see what's left. Okay, that was a little difficult to set up. I think it's as good as it's going to get for now. I only got away with 3 extra points, simply because I have to spend a bunch of points to unlock the next row. But I needed side effects. I really like having that one. I wanted to get the Quen discharge. I guess I could have got away without having it, but I want all of these. I think those are all. So nothing really changed. I just got rid of the fact that I bought like a few random things to test out before. Enough for 3 points, I guess. And with that, I can actually spend 2 of my ability points on one of these, which is not much, but for now, that'll have to do. And I'd love to. That's for Ardsign specifically. Each fatal blow dismembers crossbow damage. Ooh, that's a increase from 92 to 737? That's a big difference. Holy. Each time you're injured, the attacker receives damage. Sword attacks deal 25% more, just in general, when they're not immune to counterattacks. I think I'm going to go with that for now. Mutagen has been researched. Only one can be activated. Oh, shit. Really? Okay, well, we learned. But I can deactivate them whenever I want. The strengthened synapses mutation improves automatically when you develop other mutations. As it does, it unlocks additional ability slots. Okay. Okay, so I have you. I need one more. Need one more point in here to. God, that's going to cost 2 more ability points? To see what mutation is currently active, open the panel. Okay, but it's red right now. The strengthened synapses mutations improve automatically when you develop and unlock additional slots. Yep. Oh, and they're all red. Oh, so I could take you 2 and put you over here? They have like a red bottom to them. Okay, we'll think about that later. I have 1 point left and I'm going to save it for now. But good to know we could actually experience that, because before, when we unlocked it, I had no points, so I couldn't do anything. Well, hopefully we level up a bunch, and I don't have to just wait till New Game Plus to do anything cool with it. I don't know how much there is left to do, but we'll see. We'll see. A panther? What the? You're real fast. Let's slow you down.
Time to end this.
I have some entries to read as well. Oh, wait. Okay, there's a enemy sign on the map, but I can't actually do anything about it. Oh, hi. How much damage am I doing? Hold on. 1,500. 3,000 crit. Oh, damn. Okay. We are going to stop here on the way. I should probably just mark you to remember. But I want to read Panther entry and the thing we have to read. Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been to Sintra to look at the queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? Run afoul, that's not a cat but a panther. Rare variant of a traditional folk rhyme. Where's the rhyme? There? Oh, where have you been? Right. Majority of the world says been, not been. Why do I say Ben? Is that a Midwest thing? Where have you been, Queen? What did you do there, Panther? You really have to twist your words to get that one. It's fine, though. Panthers are dangerous predators found in forests and other woodlands. They are quick, agile, and like all cats, diabolically cunning. In many less than thoroughly urbanized areas, folk still believe panthers are the stranded souls of those who die in their sleep. Superstition thus holds anyone perishing in this way should be dragged to the nearest woods and left there without a burial. The panther spirit of the deceased may then devour its own body, thereby passing on to the nether realms. This belief must be eradicated by any means, for it leads to epidemics of cholera and other contagious diseases born of rotting corpses. Besides, it is patently ridiculous, given panthers are not necrophages and will not consume carrion of any sort. They prefer more spry and lively prey, such as deer or even humans, provided they are not ill and do not stink too badly. What the hell? Dandelion feels very strongly about that. Pale widows. Never have I seen such a creature. It was like a giant centipede, but white, utterly white. Yeah, these things suck. This rare variety of giant centipede dwells in underground layers and owes its name to its unusual pale white coloring. Like the more common giant centipede, its body is covered in hard, chitinous armor and with numerous hooked limbs sticking out from underneath. Some scholars raise these creatures in laboratory conditions for the properties of their albumin, which make an excellent base for the brewing of mutagenic potions. Fair deal. Okay, we're looking for a wraith. Or a spotted white. Really? I thought whites were... Oh. Whites are not what I thought they were. I thought they were more ghostly. Or incorporeal. The best defense against spotted whites is stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on spotted whites. Spotted whites were a subspecies of white, which the witchers drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin, and owed their names to the numerous blotches and effusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. There they would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In the colder months, when they faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it's said that witchers found a surefire way of besting them, and based around careful casting of the Erden sign, or at least so claims witcher lore. Okay. They say the dead like quiet. I don't know about the dead, but whites certainly do. Though whites are ghastly and threatening in appearance, one should not approach them with a sword drawn or attack them unprovoked. Left alone, they present no serious danger to anyone and are far more interested in mixing noxious brews in cauldrons than in fighting. The species mainly lives around ancient burials, though they've been spotted near more recently founded cemeteries and wherever mass graves can be found. Whites spend their winter months in a state of lethargy, very similar to human sleep. They live strictly solitary lives. In fact, it is practically unheard of for these creatures to appear in groups. Yet when they fear their territory is threatened, and it is enough for one to step foot in a white's territory for it to feel threatened, whites transform into dangerous foes and even abandon their solitary ways to summon other monsters to their aid. Okay. So, somewhat sentient, but also attack on sight if you get close enough. So it's like, well, maybe not attack on sight, but they said they feel threatened just when you're in their general area. So I don't know how we're gonna go about that one. Case by case. Announcement from the Ducal Guard. Due to the knight's tourney currently being held, it is kindly requested travelers don't provoke knights errant nor challenge them to duels. Non-adherence will be penalized. I'm a beekeeper, that is to say I was, until last year a mysterious plague wiped out all the bees in my hive, and I won't stoop to stealing wild ones. If you have any bees for sale, I'd gladly buy them. Armor at your service. Hey there, knight. Traveled from afar to visit our beautiful land. Your shining armor loses its shine en route. Perhaps it's one of those rowdy skirmishes you knights love to throw yourselves into, paying no heed to how much your armor suffers as a result. Well, you're in luck, for no matter the cause or extent of the damage, I can fix it. My prices are very reasonable, especially compared to those in Beauclair, where you'll be lucky to pay just an arm and a leg. Come see me, you won't regret it. Looking for a damsel in distress. I'm a novice knight errant, and I'd like to gain renown for a heroic deed. So if you know a damsel in distress, let me know. I'd prefer one imprisoned in a tower by a giant, and I'd like her to be no older than myself, and that is to say 20 summers. Oh, and she should be as slender as a reed. Hercule de la Massue. Can we encounter this guy? Squire wanted. I seek a clever lad, one with a good rapport for horses, for a squire. As an experienced knight, I can promise whoever I take on a fantastic opportunity to learn not just the knightly arts, but also impeccable manners in the way of high society. Gabriel. Hortense Vineyard closed until further notice. During an attack by hideous creatures resembling overgrown insects, the owner of Hortense Vineyard sustained serious injuries. As the threat is still present, Hortense Vineyard will be closed until further notice. Wonder if we can fix that. And you put you put a few more question marks up here. All right, we're just heading to story now, so.
Here, kitty, kitty. Wow.
Hey, Edgar.
After we look at this inn. I forgot to look at the inn in the previous town.
End of me.
Past the barn on yonder fence, the crowing cockerel sits. I'll come to you, my darling boy, as soon as I have pissed.
That doesn't rhyme. That doesn't rhyme. You didn't even make it try to sound like a rhyme, like
Drink, food, only words they know.
like pit.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
I don't know how you would.
What land do you hail from?
Been on the road so long, don't know how to answer that. Let's just say I'm from the north.
Ah, is it true what they say about the war, death, destruction all about?
Exaggerated. Not by much, though.
Oh, forgive my asking, but I family in Edern, see? So I'm curious. But please, do tell me what I can do for you.
mentioned you have a family in Eddern. Whereabout, if you don't mind my asking?
In Vengerberg? You've been there, perhaps?
Yeah, number of times. It's the hometown of my... of someone very dear to me. At any rate, pretty town, Vengerberg. Also didn't suffer too much during the invasion, from what I know.
Phew. That is a relief to hear. A weight off my shoulders, I tell you.
Show me what you're selling.
Elven skirmisher. I will take it. I don't actually need to make anything else anymore, so... At least for now. Oh my god. Here, take all this cow milk. Oh.
You play much Gwent? Up for a quick match, maybe?
I have so much cow milk. Alright, we gotta play Gwent. And then we'll head out. Get rid of you. I'm not getting spies. We're going against Nilfgaard, so I do want to keep the decoys. I'll probably just get rid of you. There we go. Oh, please tell me you have a spy deck. Okay, that's not a good sign. Never mind, I don't care if you have one. Ooh, okay. Thank you, you do have a spy deck. That means this is going to be a long round. You've passed. Alright, I'm gonna beat you. You gave me 2 spies. I have 1 spy on my own. I wouldn't have passed there if I were them. I'm gonna go through my whole deck at this point. Okay. Perfect. Come on, give me the 7. I didn't get it. You gave me the other spy. Okay, I've used all of my spies now. I literally can't lose the next round. I'm passing. I can't lose the next round. Unless you have like 200 worth in your deck right now. Go ahead. I'm gonna place all the heroes so you can't scorch me, and then you're gonna be screwed. You can't do anything. Ooh, a 10. Well, I also have a Scourge, so... Can't do anything with that. I will Scourge, though. I knew it. Oh, you went with a decoy? Okay. Oh, these medics are a good idea. Okay, if you're medicing all your spies back, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Okay. I still have placed nothing they can mess with. Yep, don't have a Scorch. I mean, I don't even have to place all the rest of these. I feel obligated to, though. I just want to see how bad this is, because this is the most cards I've ever had. Okay, good. 190. Do I have anything to revive? No. 208. That is... They killed it. Okay, there's a trophy for that. That was the most I've ever had, by far.
It's true. Are there elven ruins somewhere in the woods?
Thank you. I got Ermion. Hell yeah. Okay, with that, we can leave.
I doubt it myself.
You're kidding me. I was like, this city doesn't have an armorer. I'm good.
Come on, good folk, come.
Welcome, Snow White. Wish to look over my goods?
Okay, you're just the normal merchant.
Eh, what's that?
Oh, god damn it. Get it out of the way. I have to, or I'm gonna forget to ever do it.
Gwent, interested in a round or two?
Just in, jewel-encrusted galligaskins. The latest rage.
Oh. I clicked the wrong button. I guess we're doing with Scoia'tael. Okay, well that round doesn't count because that deck was absolutely... Oh man, why did I do that? Okay, well first round was absolutely awful. I should have just forfeited, but I played the whole thing out, so that's on me. I mean, I have decent cards this time. I'll get rid of you. That would be okay. I really need to find more of these. Wait, what? Wait, does it only work one way? Gaunter can summon them, but they can't summon him? What? Oh. We'll do that. Okay. That's fine. That does not help. I mean, I'm gonna Scorch. I don't know why, but I'm gonna Scorch. I do have a decoy. This could be good. Because right now, that hand was terrible. No, you're bringing him back. Okay, you're passing. Well, I'm just gonna do this to beat you, but don't like this round. Oh, another Scorch. Alright, I'm just going to Commander Horn. Place the Yennefer first. Yeah, we'll bring you back. Okay, you're doubling that. I have the Scorch, so it should be fine. It's probably got another one, though. Okay. You? I kind of hope that you have another Scorch. Clear weather. Do you not have a normal card? another commander horn. Okay, I don't think you can physically beat me now. Okay. They have nothing. Okay, this round went way better than last time, though. Dude, you had a very bad hand. That is a terrible hand. What was that, 5 cards in a row that weren't unit cards? Alright. Clan Drum and Shield Maiden. Okay. Do you have anything? No recipes or anything? Alright, I'm gonna get these out of my inventory. Right. Right. There. At least I could sell that. Oh, man. Crossbow. What is this? Wait, why don't I have the Ursine crossbow on?
So,
What the hell did I equip? Oh, the feline one. No, I want Ursine. I think. It doesn't really matter because I have 7 pieces, so I can remove one, but you have a higher crit chance. But the feline has higher attack power. Then again, the attack power of a crossbow is the worst. It's not even worth it. Crit chance is just as good, honestly. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, give me a minute. All right. That was what my favorite Gwent match and my least favorite Gwent match back to back. Do I want to stop here on the way? I kinda do. There's no question marks, so I don't assume there's anything there, but there could be. It's floating. Yeah, that place right there. Although this could be one of the spots for like the scavenging. Doran Alma Estate.
Gate's locked from the inside, but got jostled pretty hard. Barely hanging on the hinges.
Is this a side quest? What is this?
This man is dying. Help me.
What's going on?
The dressings, bandages, where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
He did stutter at the beginning, but it doesn't sound that fishy.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need, it's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
Why did you seem so different when we mentioned that? Is this guy a Doppler?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Might even know where he came from. Got work to do, so long.
Wait, I will come with you.
I'm gonna take him. This guy's being very nice. We commented it on how it's weird that he's being nice. He seems genuinely to care. I think this is a Doppler. He was scared of when we mentioned we were a Witcher. And Dopplers are supposed to be kind-hearted.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Extreme Cosplay? Okay, the quest is called Extreme Cosplay. That sounds like a Doppler to me. Okay, we're doing this quest quick.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Silver tableware. Elven engravings. Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly.
Okay.
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench. Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Toussaint.
Is the killer also a Doppler? I feel like this guy is 100% a Doppler. Maybe he knows that the other guy's a Doppler. Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burn smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
Okay, so we have a scent there.
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
There's clearly some, you're gonna be locked. The main reason I feel like it could be the fact that they mentioned humans in elven clothes, like that, like it's a mismatch.
Perhaps there's no one inside after...
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits? It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the event of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Safaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the elven homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Toussaint's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
I do feel like I should say that this guy does seem like he just came in out of nowhere, but he could be lying. It seems like my Doppler thing is just out the window here, but I thought it was a pretty good... I mean, I'm just going to explain what's in my head at the time, but it definitely seemed like I'm off base here.
Damn it. Can't risk. Can't expose you to danger.
Master, if what you say is true, then I was the cause of this massacre. Unintentionally, yet nonetheless, I have a duty to assist you. A moral one.
Gods have us in their care. I shall help as well.
Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
Huh.
I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler, who we must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Plethora of torches.
Don't interrupt.
Divethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
There we go.
Divethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elven bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands.
No. Take a loaf of bread. Oh, take a loaf of bread. There we go.
Then Divethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine, Gwent, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him.
Sure.
At long last, the elfin king grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
There. And there. How do you... Are you holding it? Draw them. Where did the shield go? Oh, it's in pockets. Okay.
The elven king, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Oh. Living statues. Holy. God. Oh, wow. I doubt you're going to be affected by that. Who is doing the magic here? Where is that coming from? You? It's you.
You're gonna make me wait. Damn it.
Holy shit. Okay, this... That was an insane amount of damage coming from nowhere. Oh, there are two of them. That's why it felt so overwhelming. Okay, Okay, one of them's down. Oh my god, I don't understand how to deal with them. That is so fast. And then you got those people coming up to you to poke you. This is kind of ridiculous. I'll get it. Gosh. What the? That is all of my health. What? What is this? I don't think I've ever... Dutch. You can't... I jumped because I wasn't in combat. Okay. Sure. Okay, so I load into death. There are two mages doing back-to-back hits, so I have to dodge. Just keep dodging. Eventually they'll stop and I can swing my weapon. Okay, are we good? That was the most annoying I've ever been, or annoyed I've ever been with the combat. What was that? Oh no, I'm gonna die. What was that? Oh god, and you're painful. Okay, they're dead.
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Tefethef had planned Ludwig's downfall. For he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this, your reward.
Farewell.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel without knowing events, I don't know if I can agree.
You would do best to leave. Resume your path, master.
Here our paths diverge.
So, wow, I had this whole idea about you in my head based on your attitude, but no. Why did I think that? I think I explained why I think that pretty thoroughly. Alright, is there anything to pick up from these? You made like deadly statues because there you know, there's nothing. That was something. I don't know why that was so rough. I mean, I do. I mean, even right out of the gate, before you can even control your character, they were already using magic on you, and I literally, before Geralt's in combat, he takes damage. So like when I went to go dodge, all it did was that it just jumped, which is not great. I don't know. I feel like that one that was a very weird fight. Don't like fighting mages. Definitely don't. Not because, like, their range or something. Oh, foglets. Simply, I feel like I'm fighting the controls more than anything when it comes to them. The game has felt a lot better in the DLCs, though, but I do still feel like I'm fighting the controls quite often. It's okay, I'm sure Witcher 4 is going to feel way better. Alright? I don't know, I know there's a gameplay video out there at the moment with a few minutes of gameplay or something. I definitely do want to watch it at the end of the playthrough, probably. Normally I'd want to go in blind, but I don't know when Witcher is coming out. What was I going to do? Oh, repair. But I'm definitely going to check that out because I'm curious. Oh, right. I died like 12 times. Forgot to equip the weapon. And that might explain the damage issue.
Bar guests. Never a good omen. That stench.
Doesn't this mean they usually appear where there's like heavy death going on or something? Oh, how did you die? I want to double check that term. Bar guests are what? They're not cursed ones. Hybrids. No. What was a bar guest? Specters. Right. Committing particularly rotten acts will bring down the wrath of gods. Yeah, so just, that means there are very vile acts going on around here. according to superstition.
Regis's raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place. Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Really? No. What are they trying to tell you? Do you have a clue? I don't know Morse code.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Does this mean... How do whites work? Are they not always whites? You know, are they considered? They're not considered a cursed one, right? They're a necrophage, so no. Okay. So sometimes there are grave hags, but we turned Anna into a grave hag. Well, we didn't, but the ladies of the wood turned her into a grave hag, so it could be the same case here. Could be dealing with some sort of lady of the woods kind of thing. Marlene, my dearest daughter, you've no idea the pain it causes a father to write these words. A father who must abandon his own child ceased to be a father, and his heart shall never know comfort. Sadly, as a result of what has happened, I have no other choice. We, along with the rest of the household, must abandon our estate. It is because that curse took you from us, leaving in your stead a mindless, bloodthirsty creature. We shall go north to Kavir, and if you ever read this letter, which could only mean you've returned to human form, you are to look for us there. And for my part, I can only promise each year I will send an envoy who will be tasked with checking in on you, seeing if you're alive, and if so, in what form. Faith that you will once again be my beloved Marlene gives me the strength to live on. Perhaps the curse will not last forever. Perhaps someone will come along who can lift this burden from you. Farewell, your loving father. Ooh. How did you become cursed, though?
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit an herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles. But I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's gotta be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and liked it. My family is starting to suspect something. although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. And I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had chased off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it's getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat, I want to eat. Not a good spoon, empty spoons, nothing. Eat hurts. Mirror, lies, no, ah.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Oh my god, so many spoons.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
It's Marlene. And apparently she chased away a beggar. I mean, if they're a rich family.
Shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
I assume it might be a beggar. That's...
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
just makes sense.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table.
Okay.
No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed. A real collector.
Okay.
Thoroughbred. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
Okay. Let me check over here.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or as I hope, and why I have turned to you. The side effects of medicine given to me by some time ago by an herbalist. Soon after I visited the herbalist, she disappeared without trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is the result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse, which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I am aware this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene? Did you turn away Gaunter? It's the only guy who sells mirrors I can think of. That is a bad idea. You turn him away and then there's nothing you can do about this.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here.
Hold up. Can we call Gaunter? I know we pissed him off probably, but...
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
Okay, before that, though.
Thousands of them here.
Oh
White's
my
been a
God.
collector for years.
That is a lot of spoons. Monstrous curses and their descriptions. Introduction. Curses that change a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who's been cursed, it changes slowly bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse, someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily. Thus, everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
That one's a ladle.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Alright, let's go diving. Key required. Ow. Does this really have to do with Gaunter, though? Or is it just someone that sells mirrors that's unrelated and has the ability to curse someone?
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Oh, in there. Okay. Wait, what are you? Oh, okay. Those are some creepy movements.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
Oh. No one will dine with you?
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis.
Hey, we got it.
And now we'll tend to you.
Curse exact wording. Oh yeah, we should probably... yeah, I need...
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, I don't want to... I want to help so bad. Let's eat not using spoons. It says... well, because it says no one will dine with you. Therefore, Geralt's trying to dine with them. That means that no spoon shall sate you should mean we need to find a spoon that'll sate her. She's probably tried many spoons, but maybe it's the fact that it was her spoon, so if we give her ours. So swapping spoons does make the most sense. Right?
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? But curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped.
Yeah.
This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down.
Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, follow the white.
Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though, except cut it down.
No. No, what did I screw up? Okay. The fact that he said only all I can do is cut it down, I'm not letting that go until we at least try all these options. I didn't want to actually look anything up for this one, so we're just going to reload. I have a good checkpoint, and... using the original spoon doesn't make sense, but not using spoon, like his wording there when he said swapping spoon, that made sense to me. I don't know how not using spoons would help. But this doesn't make any sense. This just sounds like what everyone else went through. So I don't like that one. No spoon.
Can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
That kind of makes sense. Gotta watch him eat again.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Hmm? Are you kidding me? That's all... Oh, you went left. Girls, are you okay? Was that like super toxic? Follow the stench of the white sprue.
Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Okay, well, that sounds way more promising than kill the white, so I'm gonna go with that. Okay. I still have a checkpoint. Yeah, that one. And it shouldn't go away, but if I get too far away, I'm sure it's fine. I just want... normally I don't like to reload this kind of stuff, but I would like to save this person. They actively have been seeking out people and sentient, trying to, you know, and even keeping their distance with that note. Like, I can't get close to you, but can you help me? So they seem like they're trying real hard. Wait, what? That's way over there. There can be only one? Is this the right quest? Why did it switch to that? That was weird. Oh, great, you guys. Yeah, I think we have to kill him. I can't Witcher sense. We just put that down. That is a lot.
What? Lost your nerve?
There we go. And you. Alright, where are you? You went that way, I'm pretty sure? No, you went over here. Oh, more of them? Well, we know it's down here. The thing is still updating, so I don't think it matters. Okay, no, it's back here. You went in here. Skin?
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
Oh.
I'll take you someplace safe.
You took her to your house.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Oh, we're getting...
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Ever play Gwent?
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Huh.
Tasty. So wonderful. Thank you.
I mean, it was rude what she did to the beggar, but that is by far, well, it was a very harsh punishment. Way too far. I still do feel bad. Quite bad. But she's fine now, despite me having to reload. I just really didn't want to have to kill her. Marlene, though? That spelled Marlene. Okay, so there's nothing... Are you just gonna be in the house now? Hold on, what happens if I pass a day or something? Yeah, she's very hungry. Okay. Well, that's gonna be like that for a while. Good thing we have a guest room that we made. Not what I was expecting out of that. To go to that extent of like bringing her here to help her out. Damn. All right, we have to head back to Regis before I get sidetracked with something else. Back in the developer graveyard. Oh, that way.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True. But I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
Okay.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Jesus.
Tesha Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, One among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Toussaint. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
We're going to torture you. At his behest, though. But that's unfortunate.
See no reason to dawdle. Toussaint. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Toussaint. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Why wouldn't you wait till we got there to do that? Oh, I think we've seen this place in the distance. I guess it takes a while to kick in. You had to do it now? Either way, what beasts are we going to draw in here?
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead.
Uh-oh.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Okay. It's probably what we're bringing back then.
Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
Really? The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that, on the one hand, guarantee their survival, but on the other, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin. More details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die in minutes. There is no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they are ensured a minimal existence and males and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they're in captivity or not. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favorable elements in the blood and makes it tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult and requires emotional bonding techniques, which will be discussed in the following chapters. This is weird to have read related to humans, but then again, it makes sense.
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Only suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
I am he who serves the tribe, exalted above men, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Hold on, really quickly, let's see. What did you just... A lot of armor piercing. How does this look? Damn. Okay.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Battery cage versus free-range humans. In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systemic, controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times, namely battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages of as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the Book of Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a close, restricted space with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, i.e. creating villages, more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, establishing and growing a herd, and then made the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, more likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification in the blood's favor. This is so weird to read. Weird to read humans put in
Indeed,
cattle
though
position
I
here.
personally did not lay a hand to it.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Yeah, no, I get you.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Okay. But that one. That one just a hand with a knife. Think, yeah. What about that one?
This one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Okay. That's only 3 tribes? Oh no. Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Transcript between Master Ezekiel and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Viscount. Oh, that's the HB, human being. Why is all your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared. I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir. No, I've mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It is a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my lab on people and discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? No, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh, yes. What you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the lab. What do you mean, examine? I mean, examine. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. But sir, that would kill me. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but was not me who created your species, and I'm not responsible for its excessive frailty. Their conversation was carried out in human language, in such it was written down. And transcript does not need translating. Oof. This is very strange. Oh no, another note. Found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I would write this in my own blood, but I hardly have any left. I'm cold. Every 3rd day, they come and open my veins, after which I can't move. I can't go on much longer. From the next cage, I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength, I would smash my head against the bars. I hope it won't go on much longer. Alois, from the cage next to me, died yesterday. They drank him to death. This must have irritated them, because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they're in for. My only comfort is that I know already, and I won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I have no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instruments. I've never seen such beautiful metal. My blood glistened a purple, silvery color in those instruments. Oh, this is a very dark place. Obviously, we knew that coming in, but oof.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Alright, but you better get in that damn
Place the bait
cage.
at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
Where are you going? Oh, you're lighting the candles. How nice. As a different species that isn't even from this world, they felt like it was completely unrelated. Humans were completely unrelated. I understand, and even if Regis was involved, I wouldn't hold it completely against him, but oof, this is dark. I mean, it's not like they're another race or something. They're straight up different species. Yeah, species entirely. They're a different kind of monster.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Oh, should probably need that on. Kind of sounds like you mentioned necrophages. I'm just gonna, just in case. What the hell?
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head has started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Aren't we gonna have to take some blood from him, though?
Maybe we need a
During
safe
this?
word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow. We just have smelled the blood. That stench.
Get up. Oh my god, they're so... They're coming in so sporadically.
Hang
Whoa.
in there.
It grows
What are you?
worse. I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
That's a vampire. I'm stuck. A flutter?
Ugly bastard. Hold on, I'll let you out.
Whoa. His face.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore.
Poor guy.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
Hopefully this doesn't
Can't
lead
finish
to...
it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Hopefully it doesn't lead to a relapse or something. I don't think it will.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance, it's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Oh, damn. He looks entirely different right now.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Huh. Who's that guy? He seemed genuinely... Oh, he probably died after being kind to him.
Then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
but at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
The card he had like a single line on it. Was he an assassin? A hitman?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
He got his shoe shined. Huh. So that was Delacroix. That only shows that he was being instructed to kill or something. He had a list, probably. Or he's being given a name that he has to go take out. Which means he might not be the big bad. But he did it. He did it. Despite realizing that guy was actually decent. He helped him get his seat. Huh. Okay, that's the only thing I take away from this is he can't be, he's being told what to do. It's not like some sort of vendetta he has against people, clearly.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Or Regis. Can I talk to you? Can we play cards?
I cannot move a step without your assistance.
Ooh. Excuse me. I'm gonna steal your wine too. My last thought before falling asleep. If there is no death, does life exist? Hate is a very interesting feeling. I have noticed that people improve themselves with it to great effect. Sometimes I would like to stop thinking. If I were to create a god as the humans have, what would he be like? People justify bad deeds by good intentions. I'm not sure if there is a greater idiocy. I would drink the freshly squeezed blood of an infant. I know I can't, but I hope that its velvety taste would send me to sleep. Okay, these are thoughts before you fall asleep. He still somewhat struggles sometimes, apparently, with the addiction. I strive to live like a person, and it means that I have ceased to feel good among people as well as my own. Maybe I made a big mistake. I've always wanted to write it. I've always wanted to write. I'm very tired, and screw it all. And people don't think about the present. They usually remember old times or worry about the future. I have a feeling that my friend Detlef will die. I am sad. Oh. So these are all different, like it's just the different things he's writing every time he falls asleep. Grind larger ingredients to small. Boil everything. Consume mixture twice daily. Do not exceed recommended dosage. Why was the Bruxa so interested in that hand, though? Related? Unrelated? Biography of the vampire Regis from the Quill of Dandelion? One of the most extraordinary individuals I have encountered. Wait, I already read this. Higher vampires are much... Wait, have I? He valued human life dearly and refused to kill unless to do so. He never revealed why he decided to join us. Okay. I will double check this again, but I need to see 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is this the same? Emil. It is different. It is different. Okay. Then we must read it. Maybe it wasn't a book. Oh, there it is. Okay. One of the most extraordinary individuals I have encountered during my numerous adventures at Geralt's side was the vampire known as Regis. To be precise, he was known as Emil Regis Rohelic Terzif Godefroy. By his own reckoning, he was 428 years old and was the descendant of unfortunate beings trapped in our world during the conjunction of spheres. You are surely thinking, dear reader, about catacons, alps, and other such monsters, and are pondering how it was that a witcher, who it must be admitted is the slayer of monsters, came to keep such company. I must here explain that Regis was a higher vampire, a creature from which physically does not differ all that much from a man. Higher vampires are also much more powerful than their wild confreres, and their regenerative abilities significantly outpace those of anything you have encountered or can even imagine. But it is not because of his outer appearances or inner strengths that Regis became our dear companion. True, he could be pretentious and rather pompous in his frequent length perorations, but one would be hard-pressed to find in him the haughtiness usually present in higher beings. Regis valued human life dearly and refused to kill unless forced to do so. As he once confessed, higher vampires do not in fact need to drink blood at all in order to survive. They treat it somewhat as we treat alcohol. A rough grasp of this dynamic might be given to you by the fact that, when we met him, Regis had been abstinent for years. He never revealed to us why he decided to join our search for Ciri. He had never met her before, nor did he live to see her. He died at Stig Castle during the battle against the Mad Mage Vilgefortz, who was responsible for the whole affair. He died for a cause which he surely did not fully understand, but he did it to defend those he held dear, and simply because it was the right thing to do. I shall always remember him as the rural surgeon reeking of herbs. That is how he came to us during our first encounter at the Fen Karn necropolis, when he treated me and my companions to a fantastic brew he made from mandrake root. Wherever you are, my friend, bottoms up. All right. Thank you, Dandelion. And yeah, that'd be written from now, not from like the actual people notes or character notes are written from after these events, so it wouldn't have been the same regardless. Okay, well, I think we have to end it here. We got a lot of story done in that episode. We have to end it here, and there are a few things I need to get done quick. Oh my god, this is getting longer and longer. Oh, we can go check back up on you. Really quickly, I want to see what's going on here. How is she doing? Because we started in this episode with that. Is it going to lead to a whole thing? Do I need to bring her more food? We're probably going to do at least one contract and a few side quests in the next episode, and some story. Oh, look at you.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
Yeah.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Oh.
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted ox was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
No.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
A very, very wholesome end to that contract. I mean, we have to go get this stuff, but I mean the actual dialogue with it. Wrong way. All right, let's go over there quick. Wow, this place looks a lot different in the daytime. Still creepy, but less. Okay, so we have to knock on a bunch of barrels in the cellar. Apparently this way.
Might want to look around some. Nothing interesting here.
Okay, there's a candle here. I'd love to interact with the barrel, but I think the candle's the only thing. Okay.
Full. Nothing interesting here. This one's full too.
Okay.
Nothing interesting here. Full. Strange.
Ooh, gold stick of joy and 404.
Pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Hell yeah. We never got a key to go in here. We did it. Wonder how you get in there. There's probably a key somewhere. I wouldn't really know where to look though. I'm gonna look, let's see if I can find a key, but if not, I'm gonna go put that joystick thing, or joy trophy in there. Spoon key.
Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Oh, okay. That's a little... Certifies the item offer auction. The antique spoon key forged at the Christofferson and Sons workshop in 1210 belonged to Smeagol Circus, owner of the pheasantry. Okay, well... I was about to not click it because it was just another spoon, but... Really? Is that not the key? But it's a spoon key. Really? Where would it be used? Oh, I completely spaced out the fact that we did just get a quest. Spoontaneous profits. Ask the owner of the pheasantry. Yeah. It was on the note for the key, so obviously that would be the case with that. But apparently you can't get in the basement if you choose to let her live, but you only miss out on minor loot from what people are saying, so that makes sense, because if she runs into the basement and through the door, I'll check you later. There's also a quest to my left here. Oh, right in front of me.
I see.
Fuck me.
Is that Geralt?
You're gonna wait another day. Another day.
Sir, come to me, please.
She's been waiting so long, and I feel so bad. But I got nope. You gotta wait. I haven't forgotten her. There's so many quests.
You've been all over the world, Sir Witcher.
Oh, you.
Welcome to the pheasant.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. but you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
No, okay.
See you later.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Lebiota.
I mean, if you're gonna let me in the cellar, then sure thing. Oh. Read the note. Book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of a recipe for Beauclerc's rabbit on the last page, there are only a few chaotically written lines. Lebiota's weeping wounds. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts, and at last I found it. I now know what the spoon key I purchased at auction unlocks. It is nothing else but the key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorthon, the elven priest of the goddess Donamebi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, it's said to be somewhere in the Beauclair forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes, not to mention the other priceless treasures this Grandmaster Chef must have kept in the kitchen where he perfected his art. Rest is covered in large greasy stain. Okay. Well, I'm gonna steal... Oh, black armor die? So that means going through some elven runes, so... Over there, huh? I will keep that in mind. We'll do that at some point, but at least we know what we're looking for now. It's in my quest log. I have so many quests to do. We're gonna be busy for a while. All right, well, I'm gonna end it here, and in the next one, for sure, we're gonna definitely go talk to the kid about that the Durloff thing at some point. I don't know how much story we'll get in there after that. I'll try. It just depends how much side quests I feel like doing. I definitely want to get a few actual side quests out of the way and contracts. It just depends how long they are. We'll see. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.